Putting our eggs in one basket is not going to cut it. Especially if you are trying to pursue content creation on a full-time basis like I am, definitely putting our eggs in one basket is not going to cut it. Okay, at this point, you have no idea what am I talking about. I'm talking about content creation and us staying consistent within all these social media platforms. That is what I'm talking about. Hi guys, welcome to this YouTube channel. My name is Triska. I talk everything content creation, how to make money online, especially when you are in South Africa. Let's talk about putting our eggs in one basket, as I've been talking, that it is not the solution, especially when you are a beginner content creator like myself, because at this point I do believe that we need to flex up so that we are able to not only work with just one platform, but we are also able to know where are we comfortable, where are we building, where are we finding our, not even comfort zone, but where are we finding ourselves within the social media space. Because if you are a beginner content creator, all of these platforms can be overwhelming, and trust me, I know, because I'm also at that stage where I am trying to scale up within all these social media platforms. And one thing that I can tell you guys, staying consistent, it is not easy at all. So as a beginner content creator myself, and if you are also someone who's trying to pursue content creation on a full-time basis, or you are just someone who's trying to keep up with content but you also have a 9 to 5, maybe you have other responsibilities outside of just content and stuff like that, I do know that it can be a little bit hard to post every day consistently within all these social platforms. But as for me, as I'm someone that is full-time at home, I am trying to pursue content creation on a full-time basis. Therefore, let's talk about how we will remain consistent within all these other social media platforms. Okay, the breakdown of social media in these days, we have the flexibility of like choosing which app you would like to grow, where you would like to build or invest more of your time. As for me, I'm trying to see all of these apps as a beginner and see which one is working best for me and which one should I give more of my time. At this point, I think I should give more of my time on YouTube, or I should also invest more into TikTok, because that is where I'm mostly comfortable and that is where I started as a content creator. So I'll forever root for TikTok. Number one, let's talk about social platforms and how we are going to put our eggs in all of these platforms so that eventually, and by the end of the year, probably we should know which app is working out best for us, because we won't remain beginner content creators forever. At some point we'll have to grow. So yeah. Instagram, let's start with Instagram, guys. Instagram is one of those platforms for me. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I'm going in with a lot of UGC, because if you know me from my TikTok, that is where I started. I talk mostly about UGC. I also do a bit of like a day in my life. I also do a bit of like behind the scenes of how I record or shoot my videos. So yeah, on TikTok I'm really comfortable in TikTok, because that is where I started, like I've been saying 1,000 times, but that is my happy place. So when we talk about Instagram as a platform, it is one of those platforms that I've had for years and I still haven't figured out the app. I will not lie to you. Now that I've like got to a place where I'm trying to give content creation all of my time and become a full-time content creator, I can tell you that when it comes to Instagram, I haven't cracked the code, if that is the language. I'm still trying to figure it out. But what I do usually for Instagram, I post my UGC videos. I also try to post a bit of like how I spend my day, or how I'm trying to turn unemployment into self-employment, because I'm currently unemployed, which is why also I'm trying to become a full-time content creator with the remaining months of this year. So okay guys, Instagram, the thing about Instagram and what makes it difficult for people to grow there, or for new creators or for beginners, it is because within the platform engagement is very low. I don't know, the audience from Instagram is the kind of audience that is on Instagram. It is the kind that would just like something and then leave it there. It is not really the kind that would engage, want to talk. Surprisingly, I do not know the kind of audience that is on Instagram if they are not on other social platforms, because when you go to TikTok, people really engage there. That is why as a beginner content creator, it is easier to grow on TikTok than to grow on Instagram. But even though it is a little bit not difficult, but but it is just not so easy to crack. It doesn't mean that we should leave out Instagram, because I can tell you guys, I was able to score my first brand deal from Instagram. So that is why I'm also stressing out on the fact that staying on one social platform as a beginner content creator, it is really not going to cut it. So even if that one app or those two platforms, you do know that you're not doing so well in terms of views or engagement, you just have to try. Even if you just post something once in a day, that is what I do, or that is how I treat my Instagram. I just post something once a day, and then I'll maybe try to post 2 times in a day for my TikTok account. But as for Instagram, that is what I do. Number 2, let's get into Facebook. At this point, I feel like we should finish off with all the Meta apps and just talk about them and everything that makes it, or everything that makes them so difficult. I don't know, Mark Zuckerberg must just come forward and tell us what is happening on these platforms. But also it differs with countries. I really believe that in other countries, these platforms are performing really well. I don't know about SA, like things have been a little bit tricky. Or it is the people that we do follow, or the people that we are trying to follow, but it is never easy to tell, especially when you are a beginner, because you don't know what kind of people are really following you. In as much as you might try to look at the analytics of these social platforms, it is still a little bit difficult, because also I can tell you one thing, I'm not at a point where I can 100% tell you that I've niched it down and this is what my content is about. I'm still trying to figure out a lot of things. Like I said from my first videos, if you haven't watched, please check them out. Anyways, we are on Facebook. When it comes to Facebook, you guys, Facebook also is, so people that are on Facebook are usually ones that maybe used to know me as a high school girl, but now I'm a different kind of woman, honey. Anyways, let me not get into that. But on Facebook, you guys, Facebook as well, it's still a little bit, the engagement is not, it picks up sometimes depending on what you post on those days. When it comes to my Facebook as well, I haven't figured out what is it that I am, or what is my niche as well, because you guys, as I said, I'm still a new creator, so within all these social platforms, I'm still trying to figure out what should I put, where should I put it, how should I put it, and stuff like that. Anyways, that is part of the things that makes it difficult as a beginner, because you can never really know what people like. When it comes to Facebook, you can post something about lifestyle. Yeah, you will get some likes. You can try to give advice on something or try to talk about something. You wouldn't see much of engagement. So I'm still trying to scale up and see, like, what is the audience like? What do they respond to? But also on Facebook, I don't post my UGC, as I am a UGC creator. If I haven't disclosed that, I'm a UGC creator. UGC is my number one niche. But also I don't want to put myself in a box where I can say, this is what I do. I talk about UGC. It can get, I'm someone that easily gets bored. I get bored easily. So I don't want to find myself boring, because also when it comes to content creation, if you can't enjoy your own content, I don't know who's going to enjoy it. So you have to get to a place where you enjoy your own content. So I also don't want to bore myself. In as much as I'm not trying to bore people that come to my social platforms or my followers, I wouldn't even say my followers, but people that are my current audience at this point, in as much as that I would want to always keep things fresh, I wouldn't want to just bore them with one thing again and again. So that's why I'm trying to keep things fresh, keep things exciting and stuff like that. So yeah, anyways, back to Facebook. As I was saying, that on Facebook I really haven't found what should I post. I posted some UGC videos, it doesn't work out. That is okay, because I'm so very passionate about UGC. I really feel like I should give it more of my time and see until I can find my audience, or the people that will find UGC relatable. Especially in South Africa, UGC is not, it's still really at the beginning. It is still in like your beginning phase, your beginner phase, your phase 1, your phase 0, it is between 0 and 1. But otherwise, yeah, on my Facebook I don't post so much, but I also try to post something daily so that I will keep the platform active, in case you never know who will I meet. You never know what will work out in every day of posting one video in the next 30 days or in the next 6 months to come. You never know what will come out of the social app or the social platform. Anyways, let's talk about YouTube. I've had someone say that as a beginner, try to post one video, if not one a week. Try, if you can, stretch it to two. Please try to post 2 videos as a beginner. It will really help. I don't know, from what they were saying and where their channel is at, I can really believe it that it has worked out for them as a beginner somebody. So yeah, that is where I'm currently at when it comes to YouTube. I'm trying to at least post something or upload something once a week. If I can, I'll try to upload twice a week. And also YouTube shorts, you guys. I've had someone talking about YouTube shorts, that in as much as you might not have a long form video, try to keep up with YouTube shorts. Try to keep up with YouTube shorts. It works perfectly, and it might bring some, it might get people to be attracted to your new channel, because when you are a beginner, obviously you're still even trying to figure out who will be your audience and blah and stuff like that. So yeah, when it comes to YouTube, I try to stay consistent with posting shorts, if not 3 or 4 shorts a week, and maybe one video, a long video where I sit down and talk like I am now. That is how I stay consistent within the YouTube platform, by posting shorts, one form video at least once a week. If I can, hopefully I will try to post 2 or try to upload 2 videos, long form videos a week, but for now I'm still doing 1 video. So with YouTube, I don't have so much when it comes to content. It really doesn't take so much of time. It is a matter of you sitting down and having to share something, as I'm also in that phase where I'm trying to share a lot of things, and I haven't got into me vlogging and doing a lot of filming, shooting, editing and stuff like that. So with sit down videos, it is much more easier to edit and just upload them on YouTube. So for YouTube right now, I'm still comfortable with 1 video a week, couple of shorts a week, and yeah, not tequila shots, but just your short form videos, the shortest form of videos for now. YouTube. Let's talk about the real tea. Let's talk about TikTok, which is the real tea for me. Let me just sip on my tea. When it comes to TikTok, you guys, I don't know if it is because that one app where I started as a creator, but it has been working out for me quite well when it comes to TikTok, because 3 months back or 2 months back, because now I'll be like on 2.5, or I'll be completing my 3 months fully on TikTok. That is where I started, and my numbers are currently good. I'm happy with the way I am. I'm happy with how I'm growing there, and I'm happy with how consistent I am. So when it comes to TikTok, you guys, it is my happy place. It is the one platform where I'm comfortable at, because I feel like it is such a flexible app to work with, or a social platform to work with. I feel like people are so relaxed there. People are so chilled. People just want to watch whatever, not whatever, but people are just open to the idea of social media, or open to the idea of content creation, and they engage, they talk, and they ask questions, which is one platform for a beginner that makes you not even feel like a beginner, because it feels like everyone there, they understand what you're doing. They see you. They're like, girl, we're here with you. We understand. So I've been getting my support on TikTok, which is why I'll forever root for TikTok. I don't know about YouTube as yet, because I just started. But with that being said, let me come to how I finally stay consistent within these social platforms, because I realized that I have talked a lot and I haven't even said a thing about really how I film, edit, and all of these, and how I post on my social platforms and blah Anyways, I usually film one long video for TikTok, that I know that I'm going to post this one on TikTok. I'll break down this video into different clips where I can take each clip and post it on, if not on Instagram, if not on Facebook, if not, I'll post it, like I said, I'll use it maybe as a short here on TikTok, here on YouTube. I love TikTok a lot. I'm always thinking about TikTok. Anyways, if not, I will post that short clip, use it here for maybe as a short, and then take another clip, you post it on Facebook, take another clip from that one video that I have created, because if you are trying to create multiple videos within a day, I can imagine you doing that every day. That can be draining, you guys. Get tiring very easily, and you'll feel fatigued and stuff like that. You will eventually feel like social media is not working out for me or for you, because you feel like it is just too much work. I know, I've been there until I figured out this method, and it has been working for me this far. So it is basically just one video that I take, or I'll just film or record, and then I'll take that one video, cut it into different clips and post it on all these social platforms. That is this key, that is the secret if that was a secret, but that is what I'm doing, and this has helped me to stay consistent within all these social media platforms, because also I'm not someone that is trying to post one thing on all of these social platforms. I won't take one video. Other people, it works for other people, but for me it just doesn't work. You take one video, you post it on Facebook, you post it on YouTube, you post it on TikTok, you post it on Instagram. I don't know, I get bored easily. Eventually I'll just be like, okay, I've seen you on Instagram, I've seen your video on Facebook, I've seen your video on YouTube, now I'm seeing you again on TikTok. Like, girl, give us something different. So that is how I have managed at least not to feel like I'm recycling same thing and doing it again and again on these other social platforms. So I'll just take that one clip, break it into different clips or whatever you want to call it, and then post it everywhere. So when I go back, I'll only have the original video on my TikTok or on Instagram, and then I'll have different shots of that video on other social platforms. That is how I've been staying consistent. Let me know if you have tried out this method or you will be trying out on the comments down below. And if you have watched or listened up to this point, thank you so much. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for being here. If you are someone who thinks that this girl is worth your subscription, please do subscribe, like, and let me know what you think on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this far. Bye.